another episode of Del Yaps. This is a huge milestone for me. 10 episodes in. Woo! Can you cheer for me? This week we have Matt on. Matt is a core person. He comes back and he leaves and he comes back, but most importantly, he shows up when it matters, and today he has done that. So please give it up for Matt. Everyone tell him his haircut looks nice.
Delia, thank you for having me. It's
my honor.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be on Delia Yaps. I hear it's the hottest hit on YouTube. So
hottest podcast.
The hottest podcast.
We're
quite frankly, many people are saying.
Who are you and how do we know each other? But in the meantime, we do need to start painting. While you tell us who you are and how we know each other, please paint.
Yes. So I am Matt. I was thinking about this if you would ask me that question, and I was thinking like, man, that's a pretty deep question. Who are you? I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know who I am. I'm Matt. I know Delia from college. Shout out
I tried to be like
to
incognito here, but okay, thanks for that.
We met in college and
freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year.
We've actually come a long way.
We have. We were probably enemies at first.
Oh my god!
And then became friends.
Oh my god!
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna struggle with painting because I genuinely cannot multitask.
Yeah, Matt and I lived in the same freshman dorm. Freshman year.
I won't name which one.
Yeah.
Gotta keep
for our safety.
some anonymity.
Yeah. You know, Matt was Matt. And he is still Matt. And gotta love Matt for who he is.
You gotta love Matt. Matt is authentic. He's real. Delia, you're real.
Yeah, well, you are sitting here, so I assume you are real. Yeah, Matt's great.
When did we meet? So we met obviously freshman year, but was it in class or was it?
No. Do you have a first memory? I have a first memory of you.
Well, tell me yours, and then I think that will refresh.
It was like or not orientation. Maybe it was orientation, but it was like. Do you remember they took us to that park?
Yes.
Yeah, and you were getting.
It was like the second day, right?
Yeah, and you were getting on this boat with Rajan, and I kind of knew Rajan because, like, my roommate knew Rajan.
Right.
And then you.
But you weren't in the boat.
No, I don't think we were in the same boat. But I remember you were in front of me, and I was like, "Who's this man?"
You're like, this boat is gonna sink with that guy.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy. I think you had a purple shirt on.
Did I?
Yeah, I think I can only like visualize you in purple for some reason.
That's right, because Carissa would always say like, "Oh, there he goes with that purple shirt."
Did she ever say that?
Yeah, she picked up on it.
Wait, so you?
Like I was like known as the guy with like the purple shirt.
No, so this was real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was like, am I crazy?
It's like I had like one shirt in my whole wardrobe.
And it was just purple?
Yeah.
That's crazy, because for a while I thought it was like, am I crazy?
I probably did have one shirt in my wardrobe.
Yeah, Matt, you know, Matt went through a fashion
crisis.
Well, today I was going to say, this is a nice jacket.
Thank you.
Carhartt.
Yes, Carhartt. Little plug for the Carhartt people out there.
Is this new?
It's relatively new.
Risky to wear it to a painting situation.
But it's not like... It is risky, you're right. Stay away. Stay back. It's Carhartt. It's I like the collared shirt to it. Like the collared
I really like it.
Part of the jacket.
If I ever was to rob you, I would rob that.
Wow.
Steal that.
Great.
Isn't that such a nice compliment, though? It's like not a nice thing to say, but
it's good to know I should hold dear to this jacket.
I would sleep with that under my pillow if I were you.
Delia just comes in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Love. Yeah, so thank God the crisis averted. Look at him now. He knows how to dress himself.
I know. I really upgraded. It took me some time. I'm a late bloomer, as they say. You know, guys mature. For all the ladies out there who know this way too well, guys mature.
So slow.
Wardrobe definitely needed some assistance, but yeah, it's good to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Who helped you?
Who helped me with what?
Your wardrobe.
So, geez, I don't know. It's been trial by error more so than help from any one person. It's more like I did get some recommendations for like work professional attire from some friends.
You wear suits though.
Yeah, but like there's a wide range of the quality of suits. All right, for all people who don't know, like there are some.
You didn't watch Suits?
The show?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it actually yet, but I want to. It looks good, but it's pretty old, right? So it's been around for a while. It's been around for a few years.
Well, they ended.
They ended it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I got a recommendation for, obviously not what I'm wearing here, but for like
Can you imagine he wears this?
Imagine if I wore that to work. I got a recommendation for a place called, real quick plug again for another brand.
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah, go
Brooks
ahead.
and Brothers?
No, but I do want a suit from there. I need to get
Van
one of
or
those.
whatever?
No. It's a place called State and Liberty. They've got a.
I would have not guessed that.
They got a place in Georgetown.
Wait, guys, but comment below if you did guess that.
yeah, comment if you've heard. I got a recommendation and I go there and they're really nice suits. They're like they're comfortable to wear. A lot of times they can be,
So you have a suits guy?
Yeah, pretty much. No,
Really?
No.
Oh.
You go in there and you get a suit and they kind of help
they're not like,
fit you
hey
into
Matt, good to see you.
They're like,
Matthew.
yeah. No, not yet, but they will be soon.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. On that
So-
topic, what is it that you do for work?
Well, I work for the government. I work on.
Ooh, spicy.
I work on the Hill. So been doing that.
Hill.
Capitol Hill, baby. Been working there for what is it now? Probably 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Pretty much once we got out of college. So yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of people. It's always the hustle and bustle of Capitol Hill.
Yeah,
But,
Matt was this close to moving to Florida, and then
Yeah, I was. I was
then-
actually gonna move down there after college for a time.
yeah.
But luckily, I think you convinced me out.
Yeah, I feel like I actually did because I saw him and I was like, "Don't do it. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a good time."
No, it was a good call all in all because I would not have gotten the
Enjoy
job
it.
that I have now, which I do really enjoy. I'm
Props
not just
to me for your good advice. I am out here mentoring the youth.
yeah.
Matt's older than me by a lot, actually. Can you
But-
guys guess based off of his haircut how much older? I'm just joking.
Damn, roasted. Yeah, no, you definitely did convince me, and yeah, I don't always listen to Delia's advice.
He
there are
never
certainly
listens to
times
Delia's advice.
where I'm like, why am I listening to her? Like,
And look, sometimes it pays off. What is your favorite candy?
my favorite candy. Oh gosh.
Wow, the lack of artistic.
I'm getting there. I am slowly but surely painting, whatever this is called, an ocean. So we're getting there, everybody. Just
Do you want to switch now?
work with simmer down. Give me my time. Mastery takes time, okay?
Yeah.
Before I was rudely interrupted. Oh, so my favorite candy is by far, without a doubt, drumroll please, caramel creams. Oh, they are so good.
What are those? Are those the round ones?
Those are like the round ones with like the little white cream in the middle, but they're caramel on the outside. And
Disgusting.
they're really good. I should have brought a bag. Damn.
I like the sour gummy bears.
Sour gummy bears.
Love those.
Good.
If anyone knows me, that's my.
Okay, so that's number one. Is there any particular flavor?
No,
but
the
Starbursts have
Herbo.
different flavors. But like the gummy bears.
Do you know the brand
Yes.
the bear? No, because this is very like I don't. If it's not that brand,
Mm-hmm.
I do not eat it.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm very particular.
Yeah. I guess what I was getting at was
The
are there different
flavor,
flavorings for each
Yeah.
bear?
the orange
Right.
and the yellow are so
Mm.
good. And you
Really?
know what?
Yellow's a hot take.
Lemon.
No one
Please.
likes yellow. God.
Lemon doesn't like you, sir. And actually, I'm going to say something. This is a beef I have with my mother. So I have been eating these gummy bears since I was like a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like recently, like the past couple of years, my mom will also like, she really likes them. She'll eat them. And like people who hang out with my mom, like solely with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
think that this is her thing. She eats these gummy bears. So they buy her these bags of gummy bears, assuming that she's the one that has put me on. No. I put her on.
Yeah, they ain't right.
Yeah.
Credit goes to Delia.
Yeah, no, seriously. I want that known. Let's stop lying to people
Mhm.
about who was a true fan.
Yeah. Okay.
Just want that out there. Do not mess with me.
Word of advice: don't ever misunderstand that it was Delia. All right, let's get that straight. Delia, who first liked these gummy bears.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Let's get that
don't
straight.
want it misunderstood. Thank you, fans. Please send me that as fan mail. Gummy
Yeah, she'll take gummy bears, or she'll take a check made payable.
We're switching. You've
switch?
done nothing.
You know what I'm trying to go here with? Let me just tell, so that when you mess it up, the whole audience knows it was you. I'm telling you, we are getting there. We are trying to do an ocean here, and we're gonna make a sunset.
I'm already halfway to sunset. You just need to add the
You're doing
water.
a sunset too? Oh my god!
You only gave me limited colors.
Let everybody know I came up with the idea for a
Okay,
sunset
you did not
first.
come up with sunset. Okay.
Oh my god!
This is a really good
This makes me
question.
nervous. Let me take a sip.
Wait, should we try the cookie?
Okay, let's go
You know,
for
I've
it.
noticed you gulp. It's cute.
I'm a very expressive
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
I
okay.
have to
Yeah.
enjoy where I
No,
am.
it's cute. It's
Thank
glup,
you.
glup,
I
glup.
appreciate it. Thank you.
There's a name on
Ooh.
it. This is a Persian cookie. This is my favorite kind.
All
And
right.
recently I found out how my dad bought these. Do you want to hear the
Yeah,
story?
tell me the story. What was the deal?
We'll try it first.
Doesn't one just
Are you
go to the
allergic?
store and buy them?
So that's genuine worry. I got worried. I would never poison a guest. Other
Other than who?
Other than that, no, I'm joking. Let that be known. I'm good to my guests. So, well, they sell it in Iran, but my dad, like, I guess it was like a weekend, and he had to leave the next day.
Yeah.
And none of these stores were open, and he wanted a whole box. My dad brought a whole box of these cookies here, so he he sees a truck, like a delivery truck, that says the name of this brand on the truck. So he's like, oh, they're gonna have these cookies. So he follows the truck, like beep beep beep, and then the truck goes like, what the do you want from me? So the man gets on, he's like, I can't sell you a box, like that's illegal. I can only sell it to like commercial stores.
To the store that will then sell it to him.
Yeah. So my dad follows him to the store so he can just buy a box like as soon as it comes. The store's closed. So he's like, okay, well, now I have this inventory, so I can give it to you as wholesale. So he bought these.
Wait, so the guy wasn't even able to unload the
until he got to the location, because they I guess the system tracks. Very advanced. Yeah.
Your dad was dedicated. He needed these cookies. Okay.
Who is your favorite comedian besides myself? Because I know I'm the funniest person you know. So
obviously, second to Delia
and Yaps.
And Yaps, I mean, come on, is by far, without a doubt, the greatest comedian.
I know who you're gonna say.
Say it. 3, 2, 1. Robin Williams. What did you think I was gonna say?
Wait, Robin Williams is not a comedian.
To answer the question, yes, my favorite comedian is Robin Williams. By far my favorite, because not only a comedian, he's also an actor. He's done stand-up, he's done, and an advocate, yeah, sure, and he's done, advocacy, yeah, and he's done,
he's a good person, yeah.
He's done movies, stand-up, all of that, but more so because his comedy is so much more than just saying jokes and reciting it. It's more than just, good timing and reciting a joke here and there. He's known as what I think is called, like, a manic comedy, or comedian, a manic. And that just means like he's just so all out there. He's very expressive. A lot of his humor is built on how he performs on stage more so than just what he recites. And that's true of every comedian, but like Robin Williams takes it to a
what
whole
a passion!
Level.
I've never seen Matt be this passionate.
I love him. He's so great. I've listened to a lot of his stand up and watched a ton of his movies, and he's so versatile too. Like his movies are more than just like comedies. Like obviously there's Mrs. Doubtfire, which
that's
knows.
The only thing I've seen.
I mean, that's a classic. It's great. It's hilarious. But then he's also in Good Will Hunting, and he's in Dead Poet Society. I mean, he's an all around great actor and comedian. But I really encourage, for all the listeners out there, go listen to some of his original stand up back in the 70s and 80s. Hilarious, great stuff. You won't be able to turn it off. So you weren't expecting that well thought out answer, now, did you?
No,
you're like, Matt's gonna be like.
Looks like someone did actually look at the question.
Someone did his homework.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, what about you? Tell me your favorite.
Phil Hanley.
Phil Hanley.
Not probably like.
Tell me.
Like lower, like he's not as famous as Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But very, very funny comedian. Probably one of my favorite. I just think his is like comic timing. It's like perfect. Like it's just like, I'll send you some of his stuff. I think you would like him.
Okay.
It's very like,
send it. Yeah.
It's very like new generation. He's young. Well, like youngish. Like he's like probably in his 40s.
Yeah. I mean, what's his bit? Is his bit normally just stand up? Does he do?
Yeah, he does stand up.
He does stand up, and okay.
He had like 4 sold out shows in DC last week.
Have you seen him live? Is this a soft spot? Should I not have poked the bear?
Because I was gonna see him in December, but I went to Connecticut to see our really good friend. So I went and saw Nancy, so I couldn't go. So I gave the tickets to my mom and my aunt to go see. and they had such a good time. And it was like an hour away. They got me a poster of him and a video of him saying hi to me.
Yeah.
It was great.
Good stuff.
And then he came
Count
to
yourself
DC.
lucky, Nancy. She'd never give up tickets to come visit me. I'm just saying that.
You live like 10 minutes away. Like, what? But then I was gonna see him in DC like last week. Sold out. And I was so stupid. I didn't like buy tickets earlier.
Where was it? Where were you gonna see him?
Yeah, DC Improv.
No way. That's
Did
the
you
same
see
place.
him?
No, I didn't see him, but I know I've been there.
I love that place.
I love the comedy club or the DC Improv as it's known. But like, yeah. It's that like
you
underground.
seen?
You go up downstairs. I haven't seen really big names, but gosh, I have a great story about DC. I gotta put this down. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I went there to see some comedian. Don't know. Can't remember.
Met the love of his life.
Yeah. No, but I was on a date. Right? I was on a.
When was this?
This wasn't like date number like 53. This was
first date.
This was second date. Second date.
God.
So this was ambitious, right?
Yeah.
Ambitious. And
going to a comedy show, yeah.
Yeah. And it gets even better. So we go in, right? We walk in, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
She leaves.
Yeah, she ditched me. No.
Sure.
No. How could
people usually do that to Matt, so I want people to know.
How could they? Look at these curls. Come on.
Look at his haircut. Yeah.
No, so we get there. I'm like, all right, she's gonna run to the bathroom.
Wait,
you're
gonna use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, not her.
Yeah, so I said,
you're more.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was like, I'll come right back. I gotta go use the bathroom. So I go use the bathroom, and she texts me. And once I get out, I look at it and I see she's already been seated. And I look around for her, and I look down and I see she's seated, literally the first fucking row, right in front of the stage. And I'm like, oh god, because I've seen these shows.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, this is not good. Not good.
First, second date too.
Second date, and here we are. She was. Not that it matters, but she was white and blondish hair, brownish brown hair, and
blue eyes.
Yeah, probably. It was blue. It was blue eyes. I looked at her eyes. I looked into her eyes.
Probably is crazy.
I made eye contact. No, they were blue. And so
that's great.
So she sits down, right, and I come up and I'm like already my heart was already beating because I was like, we're in a comedy club, like,
and on a second date,
and now we're already at like the front of the show, and we sit down, and of course as the show opens, I practically blacked out, like not from alcohol, but just from sheer anxiety, because I was just like, oh my god, we're gonna get the butt of the jokes. We're gonna be the targets of these comedians.
Yeah,
and we were to an extent.
Are you?
The only ones.
Oh, okay.
They actually did. They poked fun at us here and there. And
what did they say?
I'm trying to remember. Some of it was like, oh, here, you've got like this two white blonde haired people. It was probably some Nazi
dating
joke.
Like siblings.
Or something like that, yeah. Or I don't know. It was probably something like that. Like I said, I blacked out. I can't remember exactly what happened, not because of alcohol, but no, it was fun, and all in all, it was good. And there was a third date, so it wasn't.
Are you still seeing her?
It wasn't. No, but it wasn't complete. It wasn't. It was a good experience.
Like it wasn't like that. Wasn't like that's not what parted you guys. Like
no. The show was great. In fact, we both had some good laughs after. But it was just funny knowing that we both know what the comedy scene is like and how that all works.
Well, I've sat front row in DC.
Yeah.
Not in DC, in New York at Comedy Central. Have you been to Comedy Central?
No, I haven't.
I went in New York with Nuri, and Comedy Central, like you have to, like there's like limited tickets, it drops, and that's it. It's very
competitive. You get
very competitive, and Nuri, being the amazing friend she is, she got us tickets. This was like a while ago, like a year ago probably, and we go and see, and we are seated front row. But thank God there were these other three boys sitting right in front. Like we were like
on the edge, maybe.
Yeah, we were on the edge. So it was like, for example, this is the stage. We were sitting here.
Yeah.
And they were sitting here.
Oh, okay.
So we were sitting here. They were sitting, but there was like two of us here.
This is where me and my date and I were sitting.
Really?
And we still got.
But there's like four boys in front, so they were like They were the targets, and they were like finance bros or whatever. So classic. it was classic. It was like it was
so
actually
much comedic material right there.
Yeah, and there was like one guy in the middle who was like everyone's shared friend.
Yeah, and
he was like the butt of every joke.
Man, I
actually kind of felt bad for him.
That's tough. That is.
But
tough.
they like asked us one thing, and Nuri and I were both like.
We were like
don't No, we were good. But I tried to get us moved like 4 times. All 4 times, the guy was like, "Go sit back down." I'm like, "Let me leave." But I love comedy shows.
Yeah, they are great. They're great.
They're like my favorite. I saw Lucas Zelnick in DC.
Mhm.
That he's funny. I'm funny, so everyone I listen to is funny.
Obviously, come on.
Obvi.
By definition.
By Duffy. By Duffy. Well, to go on theme with the comedy, can you tell us a joke, Matthew?
Oh my God.
His life. Bam, boom!
That was pretty good. Honestly, so bad at jokes.
He's so unfunny.
I'm just like such an uninteresting person.
Yeah, this like whole podcast has been terrible. Can you tell us a joke?
I don't know. I didn't come with one prepared. Give me your joke and maybe see if
Well,
I can,
okay, this isn't a joke. This is a pickup line. And I think I'm just going to use it because that's the only thing I can really come up with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just recently heard it. Okay, let me think about it for a second. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Am I supposed to judge this or what am I supposed to do?
No.
Like how successful this pickup line would be?
No, this is not successful at all. Well, I guess it's not even a pickup line. Maybe it is. Okay. Are you Google?
What?
Well, because you have everything I've been looking. Or like you have all the answers I've been looking. I can't even come up with the right thing.
It's funny because it's been so butchered that it's funny.
Well, I had to translate it from Persian to this.
Really?
Because
you originally listened to it or originally heard it?
Yeah, in Persian. So I had to like translate. So it was like,
okay,
it's
fine.
like, oh, are you Google because you have all the answers I've been looking for? Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
let's try. Let's retry. Okay. Hey, are you Google?
That's how I honestly, if I heard that at a bar, I'd be like, what?
You have all the answers I've been looking for. Like your phone number. Can I have it? Wait, see, that's good.
That is good. That is
Wait,
good.
you gotta start using
Genuinely,
that. Okay, ready?
I think they'd be like, you fucking creep, get away from
Wait,
me.
okay, so that wouldn't have worked on you?
No, that would have worked. Here's the thing, like, modern dating is so corrupted. It's broken. it's just. I'm about to go on a rant here, so please.
Oh, please go ahead.
Please, indulge me for just a moment. Modern dating is so broken. It's frowned upon or weird if a woman initiates with a pickup line. But I feel like a lot of guys.
I will be using that pickup line.
I feel a lot of guys actually aren't taken aback or like I would be. I'm happy when I get when someone approaches me with a pickup line. Like I think that's flattered. Absolutely, that's my little spiel for the moment.
Literally, that was the shortest rant of
my
life.
I have more material. Okay, fine. I'll go on a little bit more of a rant. Right? I truly believe this. Like we as a society almost too connected, almost interconnected way too much. Like we text all the time, we Snapchat all the time. We are constantly in the know with everybody's lives all the time, every day. No, I don't.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing, guys.
No, but like seriously, people always I know some people who still Snapchat and they're like in their 30s, and I'm like, oh my god, no judgment, but a little bit of judgment. Yeah, but no, we're so in.
Guys, we lost like 20 minutes of content. But we're back.
Delia told me to put on my hat.
No, this is Matt's twin, Alex.
Hey guys.
He's the better looking twin. I'm joking.
Hi guys, I'm Alex here. So what were you talking about? What's the
Okay, what is your favorite article of clothing?
My favorite article of clothing. Jeez, that is tough. Yeah, I try not to like attach myself to like to the material world.
Yeah, he's very nonchalant.
I really like field jackets. But I'm not like attached to them. Like I just like the look of a field jacket, which are for people out there who don't know. I'll do a nice little plug.
Carhartt.
This might be considered a field jacket, but a better example would be like if you think of like if you've ever heard of the brand Barber. It's like a
barber shop.
Not that. Barber, the clothing brand. It's and they sell these jackets that have collars and buttons, and they're normally green or they're kind of like if you think of like it's hard to explain watch those like old English shows of like a guy going out with a shotgun and he's in the old.
What are you watching?
It's like for.
This is why you have no time.
I'm trying to avoid the word preppy because I feel like I don't want to give off that persona, but it is very much like kind of a preppier look. But they're just really cool. They're really comfortable and they're good jackets. But I'm really a down to earth working class man. I'm not a preppy person.
Yeah, he is.
I like those jackets, but no, like an article of clothing I'm attached to.
What's this hat? Is that
I
new?
really love this hat. I'm a big Red Sox fan.
Can I tell you a funny story?
What's that?
In high school, I thought it was like Red Sox. Socks? But apparently all the baseball teams have an S at the end.
All of them?
Orioles, the Nats, because they all have an S.
Well, I'm trying to think. I'm going through the list in my head.
You know more than 3 baseball teams?
Yeah, there's a couple more than 3. Oh,
Let me finish this. You can tell people you did this.
Red Sox don't.
Red Sox.
No, it's how do you spell Red Sox?
Socks.
Spell it.
Red, R-E-D.
Okay.
S-O-C-K-S.
No. Red Sox are spelled. It's
Is it
S-O-X.
S-O-X? I knew it was gonna be. I was thinking about.
And it's not S-O-X-E-S or X-O-X-S. I don't know how you.
Wait, why isn't it socks? Why isn't it like spelled like socks?
No, I'm not a Red Sox historian. I don't.
But you wear the hat.
I don't know why they named it that way, but
fake fan.
But that is how they spell it. So.
Wait, I actually knew there was an X.
Did you now?
No, I actually.
That's really
did.
convenient, guys. You just happens
What?
to.
And what am I supposed to do?
That's a sun.
That's the ugliest sun, and the sun is yellow.
It's a sun setting or a sun rising? Yeah. Well, what are we going with? Clothing here? Oh,
yeah.
Clothing. Yeah, I mean,
you're a yapper, boy.
I'm a yapper. I don't know. I think that was like I'm not really attached to a specific piece of clothing.
You just like a specific kind of clothing.
I mean. What clothing are you like? Do you have a specific sweater, pair of jeans? I don't know that you just love so much.
I can't leave. I don't think it's like clothing. Jewelry, I definitely do.
Okay, like what?
Like the one I'm wearing. Like I wear this every day. You're not even looking at it.
Is there some sentimental?
No, I just like it. Like I bought it in Iran and I just like wearing it. There are things that like probably like my grandparents have bought. What's happening? You're using different paint? You're using black?
I have to put a little. It's a sunset. When you look at the sunset, the islands in the background or they have to be of a darker color. Oh, this was a good answer actually. I did think of this about clothes. I do like Hawaiian shirts.
You should have worn one.
I should have.
Wait, that would have been really funny. I would have made fun of you. Like, oh my god.
I do like them. I think I'll definitely be that like 50-year-old dad who has like 20 Hawaiian shirts and wears them in like the dead of winter.
I can't wait to see that happen.
Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, you said jewelry that necklace is not particularly sentimental, but you just like how it looks.
Yeah, I just like how it looks. Yeah, like maybe it can be sentimental. I bought it with my mom and my aunt. And can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What?
That's why I'm here.
What? How many carats?
What are you doing? Are you putting stars in a sunset? Like time out.
I like it.
We have to evaluate this for the audience here. For all 50 viewers. Stars.
I like
the sun is either setting or rising. You can't see.
I'm trying to add some perspective. I'm trying to be abstract. I'm trying to be cute. You don't like it?
Fine.
Okay. So what the
I'm in the process. Islands that are being formed. Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to what you were saying before I
rudely interrupted me. Big fan of jewelry.
Big fan of jewelry. You want your aunt's jewelry. The whole family's jewelry.
You want
to raid the cupboards of
yeah. I will take whoever's jewelry that they will give me. Like a big fan.
What if I put in my will all my jewelry?
Yeah. Wait, how much
and
jewelry
you get an empty box of no jewelry.
Oh my god. I was gonna ask you, how many carats?
How many carats? I know where this question's going, I think. You mean for a engagement ring? Oh my god. God.
No, how many carats would you like?
I'd get them a ring pop. That's what I'd do. Get them a nice ring pop, their favorite flavor. We'll call it a day.
Oh my god. Actually, though?
No, I would do my research. Not in the market for that at the moment. For any of those single ladies out there. Just had to throw that out there.
That date didn't really go anywhere, guys, so everyone still has a chance.
Yeah, I scared her away.
Yeah, with the carrots.
With the carrots. I don't know. What are the...
I don't know anything about it.
Well, no, but like, do you think that there needs to be like a set number?
No.
Of carats or
value
in the ring?
No, I would wear... Guys, hot take. I'm not gonna wear a band.
You're not gonna wear a band, okay? But you could wear a...
I would wear a necklace. Yeah, big fan of Like I would
Oh,
wear.
so you're not even saying you
Like I would.
you want a ring per se. You'd be willing. You'd be like, hey, if I got a necklace as an engagement necklace,
Yeah.
you would be satisfied.
No,
with
I
that.
would be like, if I do ever get a ring, I would put on a necklace and wear the necklace.
Oh.
I'm not, because I can't. Like I can't constantly be wearing a ring. Like
why not?
no, it's like,
what are you trying to tell guys out there? I'm still in the market, guys.
no,
I haven't tied the knot yet.
Honestly, yeah, but
don't look at my necklace, but my rings, my fingers.
It's like you wash your hands, like water gets. I don't know. It's like not. I don't know how people do it. Water gets stuck. You have to take it off. You lose it. It's just like too much.
Yeah.
A necklace. Come on, I can take care of a necklace. Mm-hmm. A ring, no. I'm not a very monetary attached person. Like I think be happy with.
Says the person who wants all the jewelry from the entire.
That's different. That's different.
Because it's because of the jewelry, not because of the.
Yeah, not because of the money.
Right,
yeah.
right. Interesting.
But,
okay, because I hear this all the time online, like out there in the ether, that like some girls really want a particular ring. You know,
some people are very picky.
Very picky, and I'm like, what? I'm like,
Mal would be like, what?
I'm like, seriously? Like this is our priority?
This is our priority? Come on, guys.
Come on. I mean, like, I get it, but I also don't. So, I don't know. Do you have friends like that? For all of Delia's friends out there,
no.
Comment in the. I picked this up from Tim. Comment in the.
Tim, you're the only episode Matt watched.
No, seriously, I saw in the comments section, or I saw that Tim used that little plug. So I'm gonna borrow that from you, Tim. Ladies, comment in the comment section with whether you require or want a specific kind of engagement ring. Very interesting to see the comment section out there. So
I think girls do. I went to this gathering, and this girl's about to get engaged, or she thinks she is, and she pulled up a bunch of pictures of the engagement ring that she wants my friend to let the boyfriend know that like this is what I want.
Oh, so she told her friend
to tell him
to tell her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She told her friend to tell her boyfriend.
Yeah, what part of this are you not understanding? This is very simple.
that essentially, hey, I don't want to tell my boyfriend what I want, but you tell him what I want.
Exactly.
Okay. And
that's what a happy marriage is.
Is it? I'm like, just tell him.
But to be
and then the guy will be like, no.
No, actually, I'm not spending $5,000 on you. But to be fair, if someone is planning on being married forever, like 30, 40 years, I think it's fair that they get the engagement ring that they're going to wear every day.
But then think about it. You're only wearing the engagement ring for like a year at tops.
Wait, hold up. It's not the same ring?
Well, actually, I might be wrong about that because I'm thinking, well, my mom lost her wedding ring, so she got another one. And I always saw, now I think about it, it actually looks different than the ring my dad wears, obviously. And men normally wear like a golden ring or a silver, just metal ring, like very simple. Yeah. And then you're right, I guess I have seen women wear more like, I guess you're right. I
thought it was the same ring.
So cut this out.
No, keep it in. Matt was uneducated about this topic. But both my parents don't wear a ring. So they're out in public getting hit on, I guess. No one's hitting on them. Actually, I wouldn't know. So, my parents, comment down below.
Comment down below.
Are you getting hit on? Do we need to have a discussion?
I mean, it's just interesting what people's priorities are.
Matt being
I'm just a simple man.
Unmaterialistic king he is.
I'm a simple man.
Whom do you ask for advice when you're feeling down? There's a clear answer in this.
Is there? Gosh. Delia?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to hear.
No, I mean, I think I said this earlier. It might be one of the parts that gets edited out. There's been a lot of them, guys. So quickly, comment down below if you want to see the unedited version. Then she'll have to send it to you. But
guys, trust me, you don't want to see it.
But no, I think I said earlier, like one of the things is that I've realized I don't think I ask for enough advice very much.
But it's not like when you're feeling down.
When I'm feeling down.
Yeah, are you always happy and chirpy? Yeah, Matt is always his happy little self.
No, I mean. We all have people we lean on. I think some more so than others.
Hopefully, one of those people is going to come on the podcast. I'm looking at you, Graham.
Yeah, no, I've got friends in my life who I can lean on, but yeah, I think I should do it more. One of the best feelings a friend gets is not just from sharing or seeking advice, but from giving advice.
Matthew likes to tell people what to do, basically.
No, but I mean, genuinely, I think people get a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment and joy from giving their friends advice. It's great to be the receiver of advice, but it's also great to give advice and feel like you're, helping someone close to you through a tough time. And so, words of wisdom from Matt: give your friends advice. Maybe not unsolicited advice all the time, but when they come and ask for it, give some good advice. I definitely could do better in asking for advice.
Yeah.
What about you? Who do you lean on?
Matt. Matt's my go-to man for a tough time. Nice.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you in like 7 months, so must have been going really well for you.
It's been going great. No, but yeah, no, I think I have really good friends. I think, but like probably like the people I just like talk to the most, my parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think
it's the opposite for me. I don't really rely.
Well, you don't live at home either.
True.
Like if I'm seeing these people every day, I'm not gonna like start calling people and be like, "And what do you think?" It's like
if it's a big enough.
This person's right here. I can ask them what they think.
Fair, and yeah, there's no better people normally than parents for good advice.
Yeah.
I should just call your mom and ask for her advice on my problems.
Go ahead. She'll be like, who are you? No, actually, my mom has your number. Which one of the 5 senses do you think you least need? What about most?
Jeez, that's tough. You answer that first and then I'll answer it. I have some thoughts, but
least need. I think I will least need smell.
Least need smell.
Most sight. Oh my god, I need sight. Like literally.
Yeah.
I think about. Have you ever thought? Well, you have 20/20 vision.
Well, 20/20. I don't know about that. I'm both.
Like I thought about like getting LASIK for like eyes. Couldn't do it because I'm so afraid of like if something even remotely goes wrong.
Of becoming permanently blind.
Well, a lot of people do. It's a very small. It's like less than less than like 1%. But like that's still like my mom got LASIK when she was in her 20s. She's had 3 other eye surgeries since then because of the LASIK. So it's like for me, that's just like I'll just wear the contacts. It's fine. Gotcha. But smell.
I guess you could give up smell, but think about it. Like, so we're considering smell and taste different, right? Taste is different. Smell is its own as well. Okay.
But they're
so
like
you
connected.
Couldn't live without taste.
Yeah.
Right. Like imagine eating food. Imagine just like throwing.
But what about eyes?
Food every fucking day.
Then you don't.
And not being able to savor. But no, I mean seriously. Imagine like never being able to taste again. Smell and taste to me seem like they're very like interconnected. Like if you wake up.
What about like? Would you give up touch then?
No.
Okay, what are you giving up? Where are we going with this? 5 senses. Which one are you giving up?
I could probably give up hearing.
No, you couldn't. No, you could.
I could.
You would be deaf.
I could learn how to sign language.
No, you wouldn't. Nah, you can. No, please. You don't even know what matcha is.
I can barely speak English. I don't think I could probably learn another language, even sign language. Yeah. God. I narrowed it down to hearing. And what other ones?
I think literally you need to just give up touch.
Okay, let's go through the list. Touch, seeing, taste, hearing. I've already lost track.
Smell.
Smell. Okay, could I do smell?
Yeah,
I think I could probably.
That's what I said. You were like, actually, can you imagine I'm able to taste again?
Oh, I only mentioned that because I was making sure we were distinguishing between smell and taste. But if we're narrowing it down, I think I could probably do without smell if I had to pick one of them. But I absolutely cannot do without sight or I mean, imagine waking up and like just it's a complete darkness.
Okay, yeah, we get it. I like to see too. That's why I said the LASIK thing. What's an irrational fear you have?
Oh, this is a great one. Okay, my irrational fear, many fears. Many fears.
Man of many fears.
Man of many fears. But my most irrational one is, God, have you ever seen the documentary on HBO? I think it's called, How
many documentaries are on HBO, man?
I'm very cultured, guys. I watch a lot of documentaries. But one of them is a documentary called, I think it's called 6 Schizophrenic Brothers. You heard this? Seriously, the title is like either 6 Schizophrenic Brothers or something with there's schizophrenia is in the title. And that's one of my irrational. Exhibiting schizophrenic symptoms. Like that.
You're just scared of being diagnosed.
I would be terrified of actually, because schizophrenia is it's not common among people, but it is more common among men, and it's more common among men in their early 20s.
Yeah.
And bingo, demographic number 1. Like, I'm just, gosh, the struggles of being a man. No, it doesn't. That's why it's irrational That's why it's an irrational fear, because it doesn't run in my family. I have no genetic predisposition to it. I haven't been hearing voices yet, except for sometimes. No, I'm kidding. But like genuinely, that's I think the biggest irrational fear. It's like if you can't even like have your own thoughts,
well, you're lost.
You're don't beep that out.
No, we are beeping that.
That's my irrational fear, number one.
What's the worst advice you've ever been given?
Yikes, that's tough. You really want to harp in on the advice.
Yeah.
You know? I'm a pretty private person, so like I said, I don't normally...
Oh my god, you are not a private person.
I am. Like I am so private. Like there will be times when something's going on and I'm like, all right, I'll think about it and resolve it myself.
Really?
Well, yeah, because
why does that make
we don't need to play the
that?
world's smallest violin over here, all right? The worst advice. The worst advice. I've gotten some good and bad advice, and one of the worst pieces of advice, not the worst, but one of the worst, would probably be about general advice on one's outlook about work. And I'm not going to say who it's from, but it's someone I know and someone I'm close with. One of the worst pieces of advice...
Is this done?
No, it's not done.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep interrupting. I'm so much better usually.
Gosh. From someone I'm close to who was having a hard time at work, and they kind of telling me about how, you know, work is just a job, and it's a lot of times it's a struggle, and I know that sounds pretty normal, but hold on, I'll get to the attitude was essentially work is you can't expect to enjoy work. Don't expect to enjoy work. Work is just a job that you slave away at, and don't expect to enjoy it. It's essentially the advice I got. And I don't know, that negative outlook. I mean, it's so negative. It's like, we're going to spend a third of our life at work.
Yeah, probably majority.
Probably that, if not more, a third of life at work. Like, and you might not be doing like the thing you thought you wanted to do when you were young, and it might change over time. You might have 5 different careers, but you might as well. You're going to have to find something you enjoy in work and that you're good at. And again, it might not be something that makes you famous, but like you have to enjoy it to an extent. So like this idea of like, don't expect to have a good time at work. Just this attitude of that work is just a burden. I was very, I don't know, I pushed back on, and it hasn't been my experience. Work can be challenging, stressful, unenjoyable at times. It also can be interesting and fulfilling. And so, yeah, so I took poorly to the advice that you have to expect to not enjoy work. Anyways, that's my advice. What about you?
I hate the advice of like...
All my advice? All the advice I've ever given?
Yeah, that was terrible. And every time you've ever told me something, I'm like, I hate that. But a lot of people will, like, older people will be like, well, suck it up, buttercup. Or like, you can't complain. Or like, it is what it is or whatever. I don't like that advice, because I think that gives the attitude that like your situation is unchangeable. And that is not true. There's always a way to make something better for yourself. Or for other people, for like the next person that's going to be in your same situation. I'm a big fan of people who advocate for other people and who stand up. Like, if something is not how it's supposed to be, like, you don't have to suck it up. I think a lot of older people will tell you to like, well, like Gen Z doesn't want to work, or Gen Z like doesn't understand that you have to struggle to make. It's like, well, just because something was done a certain way, like for years, doesn't mean that it has to be that way forever. I'm a big fan of like being okay with change and like, you know, speaking up when you are upset. What was the best year of your life?
Oh my God, I have no way of answering this question. Wow.
It's gonna come. The best year is yet to come.
Only forthcoming. Every other year has been shit. No. Best year. You answer that first. Let me think about it.
Every year, I think it just gets a little bit better. I'm being genuinely honest.
But up until this year, which year in the past has been?
I enjoyed last year. I'm enjoying this year. Life is not like, it's like in moments, you know? I think I can enjoy a day. But like, I think to like say a year, I'm not a fan.
Okay, fair. What
More
about
of like
my
like favorite day?
Stages of life, like
I
life in Iran, life in the United States early on, like middle school, high school, first part of high school, second part of high school, college. I'm really drilling. I'm the questioner.
Yeah,
I'm interviewing. It's now called Matt Yaps.
Matt Yaps. Well, you know where the name comes from, right? Del Yaps.
Well, obviously Del is your name, but
no, Del, yeah,
but
Del, and then we just added a P.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Really?
I just assumed it was like Del, and then like when people are yapping, instead of saying Del talks or Del.
No, but it's like Del and then
Del
I-
pontificates. It's now Del Yaps.
okay, like I think like everyone's childhood is probably like more free, so I probably enjoyed that part of my life a lot.
Yeah,
later
being
on.
an adult sucks.
Suck. But early move, nah. High school, no. Did not have a good high school.
All in all, you did not enjoy high school experience.
Probably like freshman year, I probably had a good time. But after that, I think it was just like, what am I doing?
APs and all the, honestly, the stress of college admissions and all that. Yeah.
College, you know.
Oh, best time.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
You know. Yeah, I had my fair share of troubles and
yeah.
I don't know, I think everyone goes through the same thing. So I'm not going to even be like, oh my God, I had it harder than ever. No, I think I was pre-med. I struggled a lot with like.
What? I think I know where you're getting with.
No, friendships. I think it's normal. And, we live and we learn. Grad school, I think I had a good time. Grad school was getting better.
Yeah.
But I think like every year I become more carefree. And that is probably what is making this year better.
A little more grounded.
Yeah.
More prioritizing the more important things in life. Yeah, I mean, that's what we call maturing.
Yeah. What I told you is true. Like I probably care less a lot about like the little things. I think maybe before I was like, I don't know, I think I was like probably more sensitive, and now I've become more like I genuinely don't care. Okay, like I think there's this theory of like let them, like whatever people want to do, like you're invited, let them. If you're not invited, let them. This works out, let it. If it doesn't work out, let it. And I think that theory, it's so nice. It's like not everything's in your control. Like you are only responsible for what you do. Like the world, outside of your control. You are responsible to be a good person and nice and kind. But everything else, it's like, can you really control what other people say or do about you?
Yeah.
No.
You said it better than I could have. It sounds like you're a stoic. That's what a stoic would say.
Del TED Talk.
The Del TED Talk. I'd listen to that.
No, you wouldn't.
Just kidding. Completely agree with you. And like I said, I think that's very similar. I've been on a bit of a philosophy binge lately. How to live the good life.
Nice losing it.
How to live the good life as I'm suffering. And that's one of the Stoics would say the same thing as you, Stoicism. And they would say, I'm serious. It's actually really interesting. It's like, we sound like we're like 70 years old and we're only like 24. What are you, 23?
I can't believe you're that much older than me, Matt.
No, that tracks. I'm a little bit different though, in that my stages of life have been a little bit different. I think I definitely peaked in middle school. And then it started going going downhill. Yeah. There were little ups and downs, but no, the peak of life, oh my God, middle school. I was the king of middle school.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I was like...
Were you popular?
I was president of our little student
SGA
government. Yeah.
Oh my God, from a young age, you wanted to be president?
Well, student government, not of student... Well, not of anything at first. At first, I went into school... Yeah, there was no ambition to be president of anything. Imagine what you were like when you were like 12 or 13.
I was the same.
14 and...
I was literally the
same human being. But no, I peaked in I peaked in middle school, and it all went downhill after that.
Wait, were you president of SJ in high school?
No, I wasn't. I didn't do student government in high school.
How come? Bullied out?
Bullied out. No. I was. I wasn't interested in it. I had changed a little bit. I was more interested in.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah. So high school was fine. High school was just super competitive.
Yeah.
It was very competitive, and
I went to a crazy high school.
Same thing as I'm sure you experienced. It was. People just had mixed priorities, and if you didn't, I like to use this example because when I've talked about it before, I think it illustrates it well. It's like, I'd be in class and I'd get like, a decent grade in on a test or something, maybe like an A or something, and I'd be happy about it. And then the guy next to me would be, oh, what did you get, Matt? Oh, I got a 98. What did you get, Matt? And I'd be like, I don't know, I got like a 90. A 90, got an A. And he'd be like, oh, that's not good enough. Oh, there's this.
Oh, really? Like a lot of.
Oh, like even how could we divide out people even more than high school already does on its own? So yeah, high school was a good experience all in all, but I definitely had that hyper. I did all boys, and I was like, where are these women? What happened?
Oh my God.
No, all boys school wasn't quite an experience, but then we went to college. College was probably the best time so far.
All 4 years?
Well, COVID kind of threw a wrench in things, but all in all, college was a good experience.
Post college, what's going on? What are the vibes?
Oh, the vibes, the dead. Vibes are dead. The vibes are good. I hate that I just said that. The vibes. God, what am
What
no,
am I?
what am I? Oh, no, I'm happy where I am. But best
So
year.
middle school.
Yeah. To sum it up, middle school was the idea. I was king in middle school.
Oh my god. I'm hoping that my best years are yet to come because, oh boy, if
I
I've
don't know.
already peaked, oh boy.
I mean, that'd be nice for me to imagine. It just won't happen. I'm very much a reminiscer. I like to reminisce.
Really?
Oh, I'm kidding. Of course, I hope the best years ahead are ahead. But I just think it's funny to say that middle school was my peak in life.
Yeah.
There's some truth to it. Not exactly. Not exactly. But yeah, that's my answer to that.
Okay. Worst.
Worst year? Jeez, I don't know. What was the worst year? I mean, it's so easy for our generation. I think would have been COVID. That year that we were fully locked up at home. That was definitely the worst. And what does that tell you? It tells you that we're all social creatures that need human
Other
interaction,
people.
and that was made quite clear during the pandemic. What about you? Worst?
Junior year.
Every year. It was Delia.
No.
This was every year. It
No.
only gets worse every year.
Yeah, it's getting worse by the second. The junior year of college.
Yeah.
Oh boy, did I struggle. That's probably like year 20, like my 20 was a tough year for me.
2020.
No, like age 20.
Which would have been 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough year for me. That was bad.
Yeah.
Worst year ever. High five. It will never get as bad as that. I can confidently say that.
Well, you've gotten stronger after it, so
yeah.
Doesn't mean it was easy going through it, but there is some value in
struggles.
In the struggle.
What is your favorite word and why?
Favorite word. Oof. I have lots of favorite words.
Lots of favorite words.
Cliches and sayings, and I could go through a whole list.
It's a word.
Oh, well, I was going to modify your question a bit because.
Oh yeah, let's modify. Let's change the system.
I mean, if you asked me to go down a list of one words, I could, but I don't have a great answer because there's so many of them are so good. Like
everything you say is pure gold. Every word Matt says,
everything
it's like
I say
gold.
is just comedic, like
comedic
glory.
Gold.
Yeah, exactly. But one phrase. It's only one extra word, okay? It's 2 words. One phrase I love using now is when I get into a conversation, I start going down a little tangent, and
let's see if I've heard it today.
Actually, I don't think you have, which is embarrassing because I do use it a lot. But when I go down a little tangent and start talking about something a little bit unrelated, I love using the phrase "I digress."
Oh my god!
It sounds.
I think I've heard you say it.
It sounds so great. It's like I digress. Let me get back to the topic at hand here, but I
digress.
It makes you sound so.
I digress.
I digress.
I like that hand motion.
You have to throw in the little.
I digress.
I digress. So that's.
But I digress.
But I digress. That's number 1, probably, in terms of phrases, and I just love like little turns of phrases like if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. You ever heard that? It means like if it's good for you, it's good for me. Like if you can get away with it, then I can get away. Like if it, that's.
When are you using that?
I use it all the time. I have a buddy at work or a colleague from a former job who heard me use it once, and he loves it too. So now he uses it. So
let's coin that, guys.
It's pretty popular. Popular. I'm actually a trendsetter.
Yeah, Matt is out here.
I'm out here.
This outfit, it's gonna be trending on Pinterest tomorrow.
I'm not getting political.
Oh my god.
But
whenever someone says that phrase, they're about to get political.
But do you think that Trump has?
Oh my god!
Hold on. Listen, just listen to this. I think Trump has some of the greatest phrases. Just as funny, quirky. Yeah. Not about any of his policies per se, but I do think he has some great phrases. Like quite frankly, like that's just a great. Like he throws that in there. He says many people are saying a lot of the time. I know. Even though like
no one has ever said that.
He's like many people are saying, or quite frankly, everybody is saying. You're the best podcaster, quite frankly, everybody is saying. So he says quite frankly. He loves to use the many people are saying this, many people are saying that, as if to like lend credence to what he's saying. So I like those phrases a lot. Those are some of my favorite. I love words like clownfoolery. Just a bunch of clownfoolery. What is this? There's a lot of good little phrases. Yeah. But that's my answer. What about you?
I'm gonna stick to the question that I originally asked. Favorite word. Mine is naive.
Naive.
The first time I learned that word, I was like probably middle school, and like I was still in ESOL. It was so funny. But I first learned the word naive, and when I learned that on top of the I, they put 2 dots. It was like life-changing information for me. I was like, I'm gonna name my kid Naive.
Because of the 2 dots.
Yeah, it's like, that is so cool. And I think it's a French name. Is it?
Well, there's the word naive.
Well, it's not a name, but yeah.
But you're saying there's also the word naive also is a name?
No, it's not a name. I was gonna name my child Naive.
Yeah. But the word naive, the actual word itself, probably
is it French?
I don't know.
Because the 2 dots, I assumed it was French or something. Love, like those 2 dots. I was like, oh my god, is it looking at me? Is it smiling at me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Can we do a little wave to Naive? Hello, Naive. I just thought it was so cool, and like it was like the first time I like really was like, oh my god, the English language. What a diverse little thing it is. Yeah.
Oh my god, now that we're on the English language, I have to say it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it when people say for sure. For sure. Like, for sure, guys. Like, for sure, this is like the best podcast I've ever been on. For sure.
A lot of girls say that. For sure.
I hate for sure.
For sure, I'll be there.
Oh god, ladies, please stop.
Why?
Stop with that for sure. Like, first
Why?
off, it's just so like, it's like saying for real. Like, for real, for sure. Like, just stop. Like, use the proper English.
What is it? What's the proper?
Well, how do you use for sure normally? It's like
for sure,
like
I'll
absolutely
be there.
is
Yeah.
essentially the synonym, right? Like,
yeah.
For sure, I'll be there. Or definitely, I'll be there. Or like that's essentially what you're trying to say. But you've broken up into 2 words, and you could just use one.
Oh, I thought it was 1 word.
No, for sure is 2 words. It's not 1 word. No.
I thought you could spell it together.
No, that's some clown foolery right there.
Oh my
I
god.
also hate it when people say make sure. Like when people will be like, well, make sure you do this.
What should they say?
Ensure. ENSURE.
Oh my god.
Ensure.
You're such
It's
a
1 word.
You're such a
Why
nerd.
break it up into 2? Instead, it's so like
I always say make sure. Ensure.
No, people do say it. I agree with you.
I don't
I
like
slip
ensure.
up and I say it, but I'm like, when you're writing, especially when you're writing, just say ensure. Now, of course, people aren't going to be like, hey, ensure that you use the proper, whatever. People will use make sure.
Yeah,
But when
ensure is
I'm speaking more about when writing. When writing, and people say, make sure you do this. Or I'm like, especially in a formal setting, I'm like, just ensure. Just use that word. There is a word that already exists. That's 1 word.
What about the past
and
tense?
it's less letters.
I insured. Oh, okay.
Good point, right?
No, I didn't like that point.
She agrees.
But the past tense, insured. I insured.
Yeah, I insured that.
It sounds like insurance.
It's just so much more formal.
Why do we have to be formal? We're buddies.
I'm only speaking about in the case of ensure versus make sure. I'm making that point. I'm only applying that to formal settings, like when you're writing or something. I hate it when I see it in a formal setting. I'm like, God, this is so. Also, another thing, Oxford comma, big supporter. Always want to have that comma. I hate it when people don't have it. I'm like, heathen.
I don't even know how to use it properly.
You have to. It's the comma after 3.
How much reading are you doing? How much writing and reading are you doing? That's like
God.
such a consistent issue for you.
That's what we always do. It's like well, just on the hill, it's kind of, a lot of the job is reading
And writing and
reading and writing.
the basics. They really want to take people back to the basics.
Yeah.
Next question. How would you summarize your life in 1 sentence so far?
This is such a tough one. I don't know a good answer to that. Like, summarize my...
Been there, done that.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty funny. Been there, done that.
A good time, not a long time.
Those are phrases. Those aren't sentences.
We can circle back.
We'll circle back.
What question do you hate being asked?
It's a lot. I hate being asked. I'm like,
anyone talks to Matt ever, they're like, so how do I get to Target? I hate that question. Stop asking that.
I'm like,
what am I?
Could I just not be bothered right now? Like, that's sometimes how I do feel. And oh god, it's a struggle. Question I don't like. You tell me what
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate when people ask, like, this never happens in my home, but sometimes, like, maybe it will happen. Can you do the dishes? And you are about to do the dishes, and then it just makes you feel like, I hate that feeling. Like, I hate being asked.
You hate being asked to do chores around the house?
No, but it's like very specific. Like, I'm about to go do something, and someone is like, oh, can you go do that?
Yes.
I'm just like, oh my, like, it irritates me. It's like, I was going to do that.
Yeah, like now I'm doing it because you asked.
Yeah,
like,
it's like now it makes me feel...
Now I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm
right,
like annoyed.
And you're stubborn.
Please.
No, that reminded me, okay, so this is the answer to that question, to the question of not... Say the question one more time.
Oh my god! What
did you put in this? I'm like losing my mind.
What
okay,
question
yeah, so here's the question. The question I hate being asked the most is when people ask, like, hey, can you do me a favor? And I'm just like, what am I going to say to that? No? So I have to say yes.
Wait, is that why you did this podcast?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes. But no, when people ask, like, hey, can you do me a favor? Yeah, but continue. Like, what do you want me to do? You know?
Yeah.
Because it's like when you ask, can you do me a favor? It's like, I don't know what you're asking me to do.
Yeah.
Like, can you do me a favor? Can you go jump off like Mount Everest? Like,
No.
yeah, probably not. But when I say yes, I can do you, like, yeah, sure, I'll do you a favor. I don't know what the I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? You're just sitting there and you're like, continue. Like, before I answer.
What is it? I'm praying that it's not anything.
No, it's not anything bad. Oh yeah,
What
about the
is
favor. Yeah.
Continue.
No, but it's seriously. It's like when they ask, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" I almost am like waiting for them to finish and tell me more about what favor they're asking me to do.
Yeah.
Because they could ask me to do a lot of different favors. Hey,
Yeah.
could you go?
But you wouldn't say yes immediately.
No, that's the problem.
You're
It's
waiting.
like when I'm asked that question, I hate it because I then do say yes. They're like, "Can you do me a favor?" I should say, "It depends."
Yeah, you should.
I should be like, "It depends." Based on your ranking in my life,
You're at the bottom of the list. I'm not showing up.
You deserve X amount. Like, but based on another person, I might go to the ends of the world for. So
That's me.
I know.
I'm the one.
Yeah.
I'm the end of the world one,
Right.
right, Matt?
Yeah. See, that's a good question. Yeah.
In what ways are you stubborn? I feel like I've already answered that.
Oh, like that you are stubborn? In
what ways are you?
I'm very stubborn. Stubborn in the smallest ways. It's kind of a red flag. But like, if I think somebody,
Single ladies, I would, either shut this out or close your ears.
for all the ladies out there,
This is Matt's red flags. I would pause, skip a little, and come back.
yeah, mute or pause, skip.
Yeah.
Don't listen. It's just like, yeah, it's the small, like when someone gets obsessed about the very small things that I do that irritate them,
Mm-hmm.
I get a little bit like, is it really
So
that big of a
everything you
deal?
do irritates me, so it's gone all the time. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And people are telling you this?
Well, I'm trying to think of an example, like not one off the top of my head right away, but like if someone didn't like that I don't know, let's say clipped my fingernails over the sink as
You
opposed
do that?
to, as opposed to the
You do
trash,
that?
as opposed to the trash can or something like
What
that.
sink?
No,
The
just
dishes sink or the
no,
bathroom
the bathroom
sink?
sink. Obviously,
that-
we're not cooking.
Thank
I'm
God.
not clipping my fingernails where we cook. Come on, I got standards.
Okay, thank God.
But let's say you're in the bathroom, and to me, the ladies have a different opinion on this. Comment down below if you do. But if I was to
Clog it.
hypothetically,
clog.
okay, but let's say hypothetically, I clip them into
And you clean it?
and I clean it up and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Versus clip it and clip it into the trash can. If someone was to be like, if I was dating someone or a friend of mine was like, Matt, what are you doing? Like that is so, and they were kind of judging me a bit on that. I'd be like, watch me continue to clip into the.
You would be the worst person to live with, I guess.
No, but that's like
I wouldn't care about
to
that.
me in that situation it doesn't matter. But like everyone knows people who kind of like obsess over the smallest of things, and let's just say in that example that's what they obsess about. I would be stubborn. In what way would I be stubborn? I would probably continue.
Ruin their life.
I would watch them and clip away.
Yeah.
As I continue to do so. And so that's
red flag,
ladies. But I think it's also a virtue at times because
this is the color.
It sounds like you might do the same. Like if someone's
No, I don't like when I'm about to do something and someone asks me to do it. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't like.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't really bother me, to be honest.
Okay.
The clipping thing.
And to be fair,
I'm not a
if it's one time and it's one thing, or if it's very few things, it doesn't bother me. But when it's like a constant, berating of like the smallest things possible that really don't affect their life at all,
but
and they're coming at me for it, like, yeah, come on. I think that bothers most people.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
What's a quirk of yours that few people know about?
I probably do a lot of quirks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I curl my hair a lot. Like,
yeah. What's going on?
Like a nervous little tick.
Is that curl that we had? But
Yeah.
is that a real curl or did you shape that curl?
No, that's a real curl. It's how when I comb my hair, sometimes it just falls that way.
You look like such a
Oh God, here we go.
like a politician when he walked in. It's like such a classic politician hair. Like it was like combed to the side.
I'm sorry.
I mean, everyone's side. Why am I describing
no.
it? It was in the beginning of the podcast.
I wanted to look good for Dahlia Yaps.
Thank you.
And this is how I get treated, people.
No, I appreciate it. Comment down below. What are they commenting? I want everyone to know I did not ask Matt to put the hat on. I did not bully Matt into putting the hat on.
Yes, you did.
Matt
Yes,
did this voluntarily. Leave people with one piece of advice, and this is the last question. Like, just leave people with something to remember you by. It can be whatever you want. Just leave people with something.
I mean, I don't want to piggyback off what you said earlier, but I do think it's true about the you can only control that which is actually within your control. And
No,
but like you stole my thunder. I was going to say that.
Sounds
at
like
some point in this
you're
interview.
stealing mine.
But I think, oh gosh, we've talked a lot about all this stuff, like the dating world and
All of that was cut, so I actually don't think we have any of that footage.
Damn, that's a shame. That's some good advice too. I was giving off some really good advice, people. I do believe it. I think for the most part, we live in such a unforgiving world. People should, for the most part, be a little more forgiving and to their friends, peers, neighbors. Oh gosh, I just touched the microphone. As a rule of thumb, I think
I hope it's
people
on.
don't lend. I'm in the middle of an answer here. No, I think for the most part, like, we should err on the side of giving people the benefit of the doubt. That's my big theory out here, and my outlook in life. My whole like
benefit of the doubt.
we are we're like, imagine if you just like, instead of like, and it's good for two reasons. It's good because, you know, the other person, for the most part, when you're interacting with someone and they wrong you in some way or they act in some way that you don't like, if you give them the benefit of the doubt, if you assume that something else is going on in their life and it's not about you, it's not personal to you, it's probably true. For the most part, it's probably true. There is something going on. That person who honks their horn at you, you know, on the highway or at a street light, they're in a rush and there's something else going on, or they have had a bad day in some way. And like, I know I sound like everyone's rolling their eyes like, oh great, Matt, like, we've heard this before, like, you know, let me just honk my horn at some people every once in a while. But like, for the most part, I'm just saying, like, it's never really about you. There's always something else going on. And second, it just makes your life simpler. That's my advice. I'm like, hey, I've learned in all of my 24 years of wisdom that if you just kind of compartmentalize those things that seem so personal and just put it to the side, and you're like, hey, this person had a shitty day and they're coming at me, then you're probably going to live a more peaceful life. So
yeah,
Matt,
you heard it here
with his words of wisdom.
Yeah. So last part, we do a little Polaroid. Okay, hold both. Beautifully done. Thanks for joining us on this episode of
Matt Yaps.
Anything?
All right, get me the f*** out of here.
Bye, guys.